Hello friends, this is Anuja Joshi and this is my first video on blotting technique. This is a very basic and important technique for the all biological student. So I would like to share the blotting technique with you. If you will like this video or if you will have a query, please comment us. We are happy to help you. From this video, you will able to understand blotting meaning as well as Southern blotting procedure and its applications. I hope this video will clear your all doubts. Now let's start. Blotting technique. Blotting describes the immobilization of a sample on a membrane. We can easily blot the nucleic acid. Means we can say its absorption through capillary action. We can transfer the nucleic acid, the DNA or RNA or protein from the gel to the membrane. That is called blotting technique. There are four types in blotting technique, namely Southern blotting, which is used for the DNA detection, Northern blotting, which is used for the RNA detection, Western blotting, which is used for the protein detection, and dot blotting is also used for the protein detection. For this purpose, we have to perform the general steps as first to isolation of nucleic acid, then to perform the gel electrophoresis, next to perform the blotting of the sample, then we have to prepare the probe, then hybridization, washing and detection. These are the general steps are involved in the blotting procedure. In this video, we are sharing Southern blotting technique with you. Southern blotting was first developed by Southern in 1975. So you can easily recall or you can easily remember the Southern blotting was developed by Southern. And although this method is a conventional, but still it is used in labs. So it is a very efficient technique in DNA fragment analysis. Prior to perform the Southern blotting, we have to isolate the sample genomic DNA and we have to perform the agar gel electrophoresis. This is a prerequisite procedure for the Southern blotting procedure. Now we will see the flowchart of Southern blotting technique. These are the key steps are involved in Southern blotting as extraction of a cell DNA, digestion of a DNA, perform agarose gel electrophoresis, depurination, transfer of a DNA, preparation of probe, hybridization, washing and detection. We will see the details of each step in next slide. After isolation of a genomic DNA, followed by the digestion of genomic DNA, means we have to digest the genomic DNA with the help of restriction enzymes, which make easy to break DNA into single-stranded, means double-stranded DNA will convert into single-stranded. Now, next step is to perform the agar gel electrophoresis. The basic principle of gel electrophoresis is the separation of nucleic acid according to its charge, size and mass. So, we can separate the particular sample, means we can separate the DNA according to its size, length, fragment size. We can separate through the agar gel electrophoresis. Do remember that agar gel is specifically used in Southern and Northern blotting because DNA and RNA have high molecular weight and agar gel pore size is also high. So according to that we use the agar gel instead of polyacrylamide gel because polyacrylamide gel have a small pore size, so DNA can't run through that size. After agar gel electrophoresis, depurination and neutralization should be applied because it makes easy to hybridize with probe. In that, purines, that is adenine and guanine, get removed by treating them with 0.25 normal HCl followed by alkali treatment, which can give access to probes for the hybridizing with target DNA. So this step is very important, that is a depurination and neutralization. Now blot the samples by using buffer, filter paper, membrane, paper towel and weight. For the blotting purpose, we have to take a tray. In that, pour a buffer. Buffer is a mixture of salt and water. Now place one supportive or a sponge which will initiate or which will able to initiate capillary action. Then put Whatman paper over it. Soak the Whatman paper with a buffer using pipette and remove air bubbles using a glass rod. On a filter paper, place agar gel and cover it with nylon membrane with size and follow the same procedure as soak in water and removal of air bubble. Keep filter paper and paper towel over the membrane and follow the same procedure as removal of air bubble and soak in buffer. And at the top of all or the at the top of a paper towel stock, keep a weight. Keep it aside for 16 hours for whole night. On next day or after 16 hours, remove the paper towel and filter paper and weight from the membrane and take out this membrane to the oven for 18 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. Do remember that nitrocellulose or nylon membrane, which is specifically used for the nucleic acid and which is a positive charge, so DNA can transfer and to DNA can transfer to the nylon membrane because DNA is a negative charge, so it will it will it will bind easily to positive membrane. And another reason for the purpose of using the membrane, because the gel is very fragile, so it can't hybridize with probe. So alternatively, membranes are used for the hybridization. Now take out this membrane from oven and transfer to the UV transmitter so that uh, easily anyone can see the separated bands on membrane. Now transfer the solution or transfer the membrane in a buffer solution. Now next step is the hybridization. Prior to hybridization, we have to prepare the probes. Probes are nothing but the complementary sequences. They are of two types, radioactive probe and non-radioactive probe. Radioactive probe which will emit the rays. For during handling the radioactive probe, care should be taken. For the probe preparation, incubate the probe at 37 degrees Celsius for 2 hours, followed by denaturation of a probe at 100 degrees Celsius for 5 to 7 minutes. Then your probes are ready to label or hybridize with the membrane. Take this probe and add to the membrane. Slowly at the one side of membrane and keep it aside for a night or 16 hours. This is a second last step we have to perform now, that is a washing. In that, complementary sequences will bind to the membrane. Whatever complementary matching available with that, they can hybridize and rest of the probes wash out from the membrane. Thus, it follows for 2 times for 15 minutes using buffer solution. And last step is detection. Take this membrane and watching X-ray film where you can analyze the DNA. This is a deep explanation about exact procedure of southern blotting. Now we will see the applications in brief. What are the domains where the southern blotting is used? Identifying specific DNA in DNA sample used in RFLP, detecting mutation in DNA, forensic science, transgene identification, determination of DNA fragment length, restriction site mapping. These are the domains where the southern blotting is applicable. I hope this video is clear to all you, and I have taken the reference from the book that is of the plant biotechnology. The author is the H.S. Chawla, and it is a very helpful to learn all biotechnological concepts. Thanks for watching. If you like our video, please share, like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.